March CLIF. That means we only got about 2.5 more months of winter, so we're in good shape. No, it'll be quicker than that, really, it'll be quicker. For those of you who are new here, or for those of you who've been here for a while, just a reminder, so the CLIF is kind of our opportunity to provide you with a bunch of information about which might be relevant to you currently, because it's topical or about events that are coming up. You'll recall last time we had the CLIF, I said we were going to stream. We've got the video camera in the back, but we've had some technical difficulties with the quality or the size of the pipe. So the quality of the video that has been going out streaming was really bad last time. So we're not streaming live right now. We're going to video it, and we'll make it available online if people want to check it out, but it won't be streamed live right now, and we're working on trying to fix that. Also a reminder, there's ice cards on the table, should be on each of the table. If you've got any feedback, we appreciate it. This is for you, and so if you let us know how to make it better, we'll certainly try and implement those. And also, if there's a topic that you'd like to see at a future CLIF, in the bottom of the ice card, you can write that in and say, hey, I'd really like to know about underwater basket weaving out at Remington Park, and we'll get that out there. And then also, if you've got any email updates, adds, additions, changes, or for whatever it is, for anybody that's supposed to be getting the CLIF notes, if you could please get that to us as well, so we can keep the roster updated, and that's available through the clipboards there on the tables. So with that, before we start, do we have any welcomes or farewells that we need to do? Is this anybody's first time here? We got a bunch of them. So how about if we do this? Either the person who's new or somebody who's next to them, stand up and introduce who we've got here, just so we know.
Hi there. From 710 PSD, we have a charity voucher, so we're welcoming you to the family.
Welcome. Do we have another one back here? I thought I saw 2 hands up. Was I imagining things over here? Thank you.
Hi, this is Kimber Tritton. She will be the battalion advisor for the 7th Engineers.
Okay, great. Welcome.
I'm new to 210. Husband's been here 6 weeks, and I've been here 2.
Welcome.
We have 2 folks joining us from today. This is Tanya from Triple Deuce, and our Total Army Family Rep from 187 is also here.
All right, welcome.
This is Pamela Seidenberg from Denton.
Anybody else? That's more than we've seen in a while. That's good. Anybody else? Okay. We'll get started. I'll gloss over some of the updates here before we go to that. We got 2 medical kind of related issues we're going to update you on this one. We're going to hit some CYSS stuff with month of the military child, and also the volunteer appreciation month, and some activities and some other things that are going on. So slide please. Highlight a couple of things here. AFAP conference is on track. I think everybody's tracking that it's the 11th and 12th. That was a move, but that's been in place for a while now, so I think that's pretty much stabilized. The outreach is going to be 1,400 to 1,500 here at the Commons. Also want to highlight we've got the 2 weekends of Maple Days coming up. That's a great event. If you haven't been here for one of those, I encourage you to go out. If you have been for one and haven't gone out, I encourage you to go out. And it's particularly kid-friendly. There's a lot of things to do for kids. There's a little trail that you can walk around on. It's educational about the North Country, about maple syrup production, about the wildlife that we have here in the country. And I think all of you have on the table in front of you a little 3.2-ounce bottle of maple syrup that's produced right here. And everybody that goes to that gets one of those little bottles. So, and I think, I don't know, are you going to talk about that also, Ron? Yeah. Okay, so we'll get that a little more in detail. But it's a great event, and I highly encourage it. Next slide. So that's in March. As we go to April, the Volunteer of the Month ceremony is going to go in April. We got the 2nd for the CLIF. I want you to make note that there is no Volunteer of the Year ceremony in April. That's moved, and we'll get to that in just a second. Next slide. Okay, and so on the 1st of May, we moved the annual Volunteer of the Year also be doing the Man and Woman of the Mountain presentation as well. We've got the Boss Mountain Mutter coming up. The Mountain Mutter was very popular last year. It was so popular last year that we decided we're going to do 2 this year. We had over 600 people on it. We're looking at how we can do the Mountain Mutter to get more, because there were more people that wanted to sign up. We had to limit it. In order to do that, we're probably going to have to phase start it. So you'll kind of get like a projected starting time, and it'll just kind of go on over time. So we're expecting a good turnout for that. It was a great event, a lot of fun. A good way to get dirty. You don't actually have to cross all the obstacles if you're not up to it. You can bypass them, but it's a great thing. And then also we've got Asian Pacific American Heritage Month in that month. Hal wanted me to highlight also the 21st, the Army Soldier Show is coming in. That was a very good show last year. I went and saw that. I've seen a number of them. I'll be real honest with you. Typically, I'm not particularly impressed. But last year was phenomenal. It was a really good show last year, and so if this year is anything like last year, I encourage you to go to that. And then the other thing is Sesame Street, and that's not actually Hal dressing up as Big Bird. That's actually going to be a production that comes in, and they're going to do a good job. So any questions on the calendar? Okay, with that, I think we're going to slide. We'll jump right into the minute.
Good morning. My name is Stephanie Marnell. Can you hear me okay? Okay, so we're going to start out with a little scenario. It's 3:30 in the morning, and you hear your 2-year-old crying. So you go in his room, and you find out that he has a fever. Now, you normally, what you would do for right now is you wait until 7 a.m. and you fight with the other 100 beneficiaries that are trying to call and get a same-day appointment for your child. Well, after 4 years of contract negotiations, the Defense Health Agency and the Tri-Care Management Activity have finally agreed with the contract to come up with the nurse advice line, which is going to be a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365 days a year nurse telephone advice. So if I could have the next slide, please. So like I said, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year. This is all across CONUS, Hawaii, and Alaska. They have been using this overseas for years with great success, and it has finally come to CONUS for us to benefit as well. The idea is to reduce unnecessary emergency department utilization, but also to give you qualified registered nurse advice and assist you with urgent care referrals, and they will even be able to make appointments in our MTF overnight. So basically, you don't have to wait for our access center to open in the morning. You can call at 3:30 in the morning and get that same-day appointment. Who's eligible to use the nurse advice line? If you are a TRICARE, you are eligible. Young adult, prime remote, standard. The only ones in our specific area that are not allowed to use or authorized to use the nurse advice line here is Martins Point. So if you have Martins Point patients or friends, they're the only ones that will benefit from this service. Slide, please. The expected start date right now is the 28th of April. They are starting with 2 Army, 2 Air Force, and 2 Navy MTFs in March, and they're going to run through all the bumps and they're going to come up with any issues, and they'll roll it out then to the rest of the MTFs when they get all those little problems solved, if any, and we're hoping it goes smoothly. So it's expected to start on the 28th. I'm sorry, that was a typo. It is the 28th of April. That is a Monday. Enrollees calling the nurse advice line, they get immediate advice from qualified RNs. We have appointment clerks there that if the nurse decides that you would benefit from an appointment at the MTF, the clerks will be able to get into our systems and they will make you an appointment. They'll verify your year's eligibility. They can update addresses and phone numbers for you. Those clerks are also available 24/7. So if you just want to do an update and you know that our clinic is closed, you can call them and benefit from that as well. Your provider will be notified that you called the nurse advice line by way of a telephone consult. So the telephone consult will come immediately to your provider, and they will know that you visited either an ER or that you did call the nurse advice line, and your provider and his or her nursing staff will be able to contact you and see if you needed any follow-up as a result of the services that you obtained, either an MTF appointment or an urgent care referral, or just simply taking nurse home health advice. Next slide. This is just stating again that those nurses are able to book appointments in our MTF. It's basically the same during and after. During duty hours, if they decide that you need a same-day appointment and we don't have any more appointments left in our clinic for that day, the nurse is then going to contact the access center, the call center agents, and we will then contact your specific home clinic to see if they can walk you in instead of giving you that urgent care referral. If we are unable to see you, like if we are just completely booked and we don't have the room to see the patient during that same day visit, we will either offer you an appointment for the next day or authorize an urgent care referral. So the MTF thinks that this is an absolutely wonderful benefit for our patients to utilize, because there are thousands of appointment clerks that are going to be across the United States that have access to our appointments for you. So you don't have to necessarily wait 20 minutes on the phone for one of my 7 agents to answer your call when you have the availability of thousands to take that call for you as well. And we're looking forward to the start of the nurse advice line. To reach them, it's simply the same number we give out all the time, and that's 1-877-TRICARE. So right now that's your TRICARE beneficiary line, and as of 28 April, that's the number you will call to get nurse advice. Do I have any questions?
Does this work also for like patients that are TRICARE out? Like my child, for example, doesn't go to Guthrie, but she is TRICARE out.
Absolutely. They're going to be able to book you, like if you're visiting down in Fort Bragg, they will be able to get you a same-day appointment in one of the clinics at Fort Bragg. Because if you are visiting, if you're not stationed here at our MTF, but you're visiting for the summer, or you have a child that's visiting, we do see those TRICARE Prime enrollees from other MTFs. We'll see you on a same-day basis. So others will
That
do
wasn't
that.
what I meant. Like
Okay.
my child goes to a pediatrician in Watertown, but
Right.
she is TRICARE, not Martin's Point. So
Yes, still, yes. Just with the understanding they won't be able to book your appointment because it's not at the MTF. But yes, you most certainly can. If you have a network provider, was the question, will you be able to use the nurse advice line? And absolutely. Any other questions? Yes.
The phone number is a 1-800 number or 1-877?
It's 1-877 TRICARE. Okay, thank you very much. Page, yes. Yeah, it's not that. Sorry, say 77.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me to speak to you today on some changes. I am Margaret Canali. I am your health benefits advisor. I am located in Guthrie Clinic. This morning I will talk on TRICARE Online, and I will briefly go over the closure of the TRICARE service centers stateside. Next slide, please. Closure of the TRICARE service centers. April 1st, there no longer will be a TRICARE service center located stateside for family members to go in and do TRICARE Prime enrollment forms, go in and change primary care providers, for retirees to go in and discuss their enrollment fees, issues with their enrollment fees. The TRICARE service centers are going away, and now those services to enroll in TRICARE Prime, change your primary care provider, are going to go via email, telephone. Next slide, please. You will For the TRICARE North, you will call HealthNet Federal Services at the 1-877-874-2273. You may go into the enrollment sites that websites that you see on that slide. Also, there is the HealthNet website, which is www.hnfs.com. The TRICARE.mil website will automatically switch you over, transfer you over, or bring up the HealthNet website for the enrollment process, changing PCMs due to a PCS move, new enrollment. The TRICARE Online. The TRICARE Online is an excellent site. The TRICARE Online website, you will go in and register yourself and your family members. Active duty sponsors will be registered in that TRICARE Online website. The TRICARE Online website will allow you to book appointments with your primary care provider. It will allow you to look at authorizations. It will allow you to take a look at the referrals that have been entered by your primary care provider for network care, specialty care. It will allow you to do prescription refills in the military pharmacies without having to call the 1-800 number, the refill number. It will allow you to book an appointment, even though the new nurse advice line is coming up, which is an excellent tool. The TRICARE Online website also, if you feel you need an appointment because you're not feeling well at 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, you can go into the TRICARE Online website and you can book an appointment with your primary care provider or a provider within the team that you are assigned to without waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and hoping to call the Guthrie Clinic primary care number. Your appointment will be booked. You just show up for it for the time that you have scheduled it for. Maybe something comes up. You cannot make the appointment. You can go into the TRICARE Online website, cancel that appointment, and then reschedule it for another time. It's a great tool. It gives you control of your medical care. It gives you control of getting medical appointments when you need them. It will also help you when it comes to the beneficiary web enrollment site. When you go to transfer enrollment, if you need to do a primary care change site. So we're moving into a world of computer websites via phone numbers. Next slide, please. The www.tricare.mil site is an excellent site. This site will allow you to take a look at your benefits. If you are being referred off the installation to a civilian medical provider, you're not comfortable, you're not sure if what you're being referred off for is a covered benefit under TRICARE, you can go into that website. You can click on covered benefits, you'll find your answer. You can also call HealthNet Federal Services at the 1-877-874-2273. They will tell you to reassure you if what you are being referred by your primary care provider for is a covered benefit. Okay? Again, I went over on the TRICARE Online website. You can review referrals, authorizations. You can find a provider when you're traveling. You can use the website to find a network provider. You can call, again, the contractor you're enrolled to. They will assist you. Next slide, please. Any questions? I have given you some handouts on the TRICARE Online, the closure of the TRICARE Service Center, and the beneficiary web enrollment site. Thank you so much.
Good morning. I'm Karen Sigarica with Child Youth and School Services, and I'll be briefing on some of our events we're having in the month of April. In 1986, Secretary of Defense Catherine Weinberger designated April as Month of the Military Child. to recognize the contributions that military children make as their parents serve our country. And so throughout that whole month, we actually have various activities that you can participate in, you can come in to observe. So I'm going to come do some of them. Right now, these are for our child development centers. These are for the children that are actually currently enrolled in our program. We invite the parents to come and participate. A lot of them are military-related activities, like Spirit Week, military displays. We have our monthly military child carnivals. The children actually dress up. It's like the classroom. They have a competition. They dress up in military uniforms or make their own T-shirts and actually do a parade outside if the weather cooperates. This is April, so we're hoping it'll be warm by then. But it's really, really adorable to see, fun to see. They make their own little cars that they walk with. It's really cute, so please come. And for actual appointments or dates of those, it's best to contact each facility because we have 4 child development centers, so to put all the dates on there wouldn't have been logical. We also have open houses for anybody to come in and participate, so they can actually see the facility, meet some of the staff, look at the classrooms. Next slide, please. Then we also have programs too for our school-age services, which is on Chapel Drive for the children that are in grades 1 through 5. These are some of their events. What is open to the public is the carnival on the 5th, and then also Parents' Night, where they're going to actually be open longer, so parents can actually participate in some of our programs that we have for the kids for that day. Then also the youth center. This is open to all youth. What they try and do every year is have a worldwide team lock-in with Army youth. So they designate that weekend for it. It's called Operation Megaphone. If non-members want to participate, they can. They just need to sign up and let us know. Then with the Fine Arts photography exhibit, that's through Boys and Girls Club of America, and we actually participate both our school age and our youth center. And we have competitions, and then they actually get to go to state, and some have also gone all the way up to U.S. levels to compete and have won prizes. We had one of our teams last year that actually did make it all the way to state. So again, if you have artists in your family, have them participate. This month's theme is Young Lives, Big Stories. They redo themes every year, I mean. So again, it's open to all. If you want to come and observe for our CDCs, it's really adorable and fun. And I welcome all of you. Any questions? Thank you.
Karen, you mentioned that you were drafting the summer programs.
Oh, yes. We're working on our summer program. We hope to have that booklet out by 1 May. Summer this year is only 9 weeks instead of 10. The last day of school is between the 25th and 27th of June, so that's pretty late this year. It could be later depending on what's happening with our weather right now. But yes, we hope to have that out in May for you available online so that you can see what programs we have. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Danny Thompson-Reed. I am with the Army Volunteer Corps as a coordinator, and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about a couple of different things with the Army Volunteer Corps. Number one, the Volunteer Management Information System. Who's familiar with that? Excellent. This here, all of our volunteers, especially if they're statutory volunteers, they must register with the Volunteer Management Information System. I mean, it's something simple to go in and look at. It's through My Army One Source. That is where all of your volunteers will register. They can apply for any volunteer opportunity that's here in Fort Drum. They can log their hours. That is great because you need to be registered to be nominated for different types of awards, which I'm going to talk about at the end. But it's just to let you know they need to be nominated. We do have private organizations such as the USO, Red Cross, okay? They manage their own volunteers. But it is kind of suggested that they do register within the VEMA system. Once again, to track their hours, and also, it's something great if you're in between jobs and you're volunteering. You can put those, all your volunteer opportunities and duties that you've done, you can put that in your resume. We can help you out with that as well. Okay? And anyone that's nominated for the Volunteer of the Year, which is coming up in May, you have to be registered and you have to have all your hours logged. And when you nominate somebody for the Volunteer of the Year, whatever you have on that form, which is 604E, Echo, those hours have to match what is in Bemis. And we will contact you, we will work with you to get everything corrected and up to date and all that great stuff. Oh, also, I'm sorry, let me tell you this too. As long as you are a registered volunteer on Fort Drum, you also do have to have a file folder at the organization in which you are volunteering with. It's kind of just a form you fill out, per se, a volunteer agreement form. It's DD form 2793. And also, if you have a child volunteering, a minor under age of 18, they have to have parental permission form, kind of a waiver too, as well. Okay. The Volunteer of the Year ceremony is moved to the 1st of May. The invitations that are going to be sent out, it probably more likely be pushed back a couple of weeks. I'll probably mail them out on the 17th of March, or maybe a little bit later, and then you'll need to RSVP no later than the 1st of April. That way we know how many people will be attending, how many people will be there, so therefore we can negotiate, or not negotiate, but coordinate the seating arrangements and all that great stuff. And even though we're moving the Volunteer of the Year ceremony, we'll still be doing events throughout the month of April. And I will tell you, we do need some volunteers, but it's kind of on a hush-hush what it's for. So please contact our office, our phone number's on there, and maybe you can volunteer to help out. It's a good thing, good stuff, fun stuff for our volunteer corps, but still it's hush-hush. I can't tell you what it's for, because then that just ruins the whole situation. And also, for the allocation of funds during the month of April for the Volunteer Appreciation Week, for all the units and all that great stuff, you can contact me and I can help you kind of as an engine to facilitate and get your the amount that you are requesting for your volunteer recognitions during the month of Volunteer Appreciation. I can get it forwarded to Rita Grant. Okay, she is helping with the funds requests and all that good stuff to get to Mr. Greer. You also have a handout, it's a matrix on all the volunteer awards, okay, that we process here through ABC. And of course, if there's any questions on any other form of award, you can contact me and I can assist you the best way that I can. Okay? If you look on there, the awards that primarily go through our office, Certificate of Appreciation, Certificate of Achievement, the Volunteer of the Month, the Commanding General's Climb to Glory Award, and the Volunteer of the Year Award. The other awards that are listed on here, I can stand in as a facilitator to help you get things processed, but it should begin with your S1 office. Okay, either you can have everything done and forward it to G1, or you can talk with me, maybe to get the volunteer hours, make sure they're registered, and to help you, assist you get it to G1 as well for signature. Do I have any questions?
For the forms, if you wanted to, say, use Patriotic Civilian Award, Service Award, is there a specific form you fill out? And if so, where do you find that? And do we turn that into, that gets turned into you? How does that work?
That would remain with the, when you have the award, it stays right within the file, and that would be with, in your office, or in S1. It wouldn't come to our office per se, but I can assist with getting to where it needs to go. But you would need form 1256, I believe.
It just said, processing requires 30 days within your office for the award, so that's why I was wondering if
That's why I was making it clear, because as to what it says on here, because in the past it's been in our office and it's not been in our office, it's been in our office, it's not been in our office, but I think we need to just make it clear that it should start in the S1 office. And I can be there to assist and facilitate at any point if you need me. That's why I'm there. Just contact me and I will help you out with all the great glory that I have. Any other questions for me? Please feel free to call me, stop into ACS and see me, and I'll answer any questions that you might have, or just to say hello. Thank you.
All right, we'll go around the horn. Start there. Gone already.
Chaplain Kelly Moore, Garrison Chaplain. On the Christian calendar, today is Ash Wednesday. And there are Ash Wednesday services going on today, 11 o'clock, 12:15, and 17:30. All of them are at Reba Ridge Chapel, right down the hall, or right down the road on North Reba Ridge.
Karen Sigrid again, CYS Services. I just want to let you know, we are items 11 through 14. Our SKIES program, instructional program now has grown because we actually have our building back. It was renovated, we got it back in January. So our program has increased. We now have clay, cooking classes, things like that. 10790 on Chapel Drive. Thank you.
Michelle Carlton, number 11, school liaison. I don't have anything to add, but I really want you to pay attention to the note in there about spring break. If Carthage has another snow day, they're taking it from their spring break. I believe Indian River has 2 left, so just, you'll have to pay attention. Hopefully it won't happen.
Hi, I'm Liza Halston with the North Country Spouses Club. We have our big basket auction in 2 weekends, March 15th. We're really low on our baskets that have been donated, so if you can find it in your heart to put together a basket with your company, brigade, battalion, whatever have you. It can be an individual, a coffee group, a neighborhood, a group of friends, whatever have you. If you can donate, that would be fantastic. If you have questions, please let me know. I'll stick around for a couple minutes after this to let you know about like where to drop off the basket or what themes you might be interested in, things like that. Thanks.
Hi y'all, I'm Allison Fisher. I'm number 28 on your clip notes, parent to parent. Just one small correction. We do have a celebrity reader on April 8th, but the title is Little Tiny Steve, not Best Friends. Best Friends is happening, but it is next Tuesday. The April 8th celebrity reader is the very last one for the year, so please come out. If you're not familiar with the program, the first 25 families who purchase a buffet at the family night do receive a free book courtesy of our SLOs and MWR. So they receive a free hard copy to cover the book. The other thing I want to promote is our May 3rd Tell Me a Story. I am so excited about it. May 3rd sounds so far off. Hopefully the sun will be shining and be warm then. But we're doing Jurassic Can't Dance, and if you haven't read it, it's an adorable book. There's dancing involved. Rhonda's Footworks is coming out and going to be teaching a dance class for our families. The Commons has donated the Winner's Circle to us. The Spouses Club has donated money, and the Thrift Shop as well. So it's going to be a great event. We already have about 25 families signed up. We have got the funds to cover 80. So we're about 2 months out. Encourage your families to sign up early. I do have some flyers up here if you need them. All we need is a name, email address, ages of the children. It's going to be a great time, absolutely free. Every family receives a treat box, lots of stuff to take home, crafts, a picture of the family, and a hard copy cover of the book signed by our celebrity reader, which is to be announced yet. All right, any questions? Yep. See me if you want a flyer. I have extras up here.
Hi, I'm Kim Holt, I'm manager of Off the Beaten Path Gift Shop. One thing to add, we're number 27 in your note. One thing to add, we will be set up at Maple Days, the 22nd and 29th. So we'll be there to, sell you some syrup. So please come by.
Hi, Roger Ross with Public Works. Just wanted to reiterate what Colonel Rosenberg mentioned. The 22nd, 29th of March will be our Maple Days event. We're hoping for good weather. We're hoping for a break in the weather, but we will be there either way. And we hope to have a really good turnout. We've got a lot of really good activities for kids and adults alike. It's a good learning experience. We have a cultural resources program that'll be there with historic displays, and our Fish and Wildlife program will be there with wildlife displays. Everyone that shows up to the event will get one of these little free bottles of syrup. I won't keep track of who already got one here, so if you show up then you'll actually get a second one. But we hope to see everybody there, and the time is 10 to 1500 on each day. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Karen Clark with the USO Fort Drum, and I don't think there's anybody here from Red Cross. The Red Cross does blood drives in the USO, but the USO does not coordinate them. So if you want to make a reservation and see about donating blood, or you wanted to spread the news, definitely get in touch with the American Red Cross here on Fort Drum. I do know the blood drive is next week, the 13th and 14th of March. Again, don't call the USO to make the reservations. Call the American Red Cross there. Our Cliff Notes are number 34. On the 17th of April, we are doing an ice cream social for our kids. The kids are out of school, so they can come and put sprinkles on ice cream and have a great day. For those of you who want to prep for the Mountain Mutter that's going to be in May, there's a Warrior Run in April. I know some of you are going to be running it. Woohoo! So that's on 26th April. The 13:30 is the USO Wave if you want to participate in that. And then May 9th is a Donza, and it is also the USO Big Band Bash Day. So if you need a lot of time to get ready, you got to put your ponytail, get your poodle skirt ready, maybe you get your psychedelic, 60s outfit going on. It's a Donza Day. You can do it. You can enjoy the night. And on May 30th, during the USO Sesame Street show, we will need volunteers. There's multiple shows, so we'll need multiple volunteers. And, it's crowd control, and, people get excited when they see the Cookie Monster. So if you are of the temperament who can help be around children, we would love to have you volunteer with us during that time. And that's all I have.
Side? Any alibis? Anybody up here? Staff?
Karen told me she would be back, and she's not here. So we do have tickets today for the International Food Festival, which is April the 25th, as Karen briefed last month. All the money raised from the International Festival of Foods goes to provide childcare for our volunteers here on the installation. We ask that each person here today check out a packet of tickets. There's adults and kids tickets in there. And then next month, return the money to us with we don't need your tickets, you can sell those. And bring the money back to us next month. The tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for kids. Hope I'm not lying. At the door, they are more.
15.
Thank you. Sorry. She promised she would be here. But anyway, so that is the selling point for you, that they will be more expensive at the door. So we're looking for a great turnout. Sushi is back on the menu. So those of you who like sushi, thank you.
Thank you. Julie, do you have any? No. Anybody out here, any questions? Did we get anything on Facebook? No. No questions? All right. You get 20 minutes of your life back. We're done a little early. Thank you all very much for coming out.